Let's get a message. If we may. What is the message? Excuse me. What's the message? What do you need to hear right now? Release. Release the Kraken. Release the burdens. Release the resentment. I don't know. What do we need to release here? Should we go for a shadowy attribute that might help us identify something that needs to be released? Blank slate is in order. Release it and start fresh. Oh, it's so tough. No pain, no gain. What is the message? What might we need to release? If we may get a message. I'm fooling my babes. Can you believe it? It just came out again. Broski. Sister. I don't know. I'll just keep it to the side because I don't know. What's the message? Release. I just cannot even. It's like Spirit wants us to make some shit up to release. No. Wow, it's the third time in a row. Nobody yell at. I always feel like screaming at my mom, like, Mom, come here. Are you freaking serious? I don't know what to do with this, but it seems very important. What in the heck? I don't know. It looks like truly the blank slate is in order. We need a blank slate. Hey, wake up. No. Yes. Release everything. Release everything. For a blank slate. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do with this. Release, release, release. God wants to enter the domain. And he can't. Because you got too much shit going on. I guess. Holy Malevskis. Light attributes. Benevolence and compassion. Recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. It's backwards. You can't even see it. I can't even believe I've been doing that the whole time, you guys. I can't. It's so embarrassing. Okay. Shadow attributes to God. Despotism and cruelty. Using power to control people. Well, at least you can see the picture and you can kind of read some of it. I'm nervous. I mean, on my board, it looks like this. Release God. But maybe release preconceptions of what you thought God is. Maximus, I'm gonna have to have you not do that. please. Releasing this is really sensitive subject. Really sensitive content. Okay. I don't, please, please don't be offended. Because this is just, fuck. It's like, I cannot believe I'm going to say this. And I don't, it's like I'm not attached to this concept that I'm about to explain. And I know some people have a hard time with side-eyeing God energy. But let's just say there's dark and light attributes to God energy. And we are releasing, most likely, the shadow attributes or preconceived notions of what we thought. I mean, if God is everything, or can be, everywhere, all at once, God must embody energies that we don't agree with. Like, I'm dancing around it, but like sometimes I feel like God is like no different than a narcissist with just a control freak. It's not cute. So God has to. It's like, what? I don't get it. What gives? It's like having a child. I don't have a child, but let's say, people have children and they tend to want to control them into a direction. Like my mother wants me to be in dental. It's like, makes her feel secure or whatever. It's fine. Fine. But when you are born into the human experience, we have free will to explore all that we can be. And if we're told what to do and how to do it and where to do it and why, it's like, my point is, if I were to have a child, I would encourage them to be whatever they were trying to be, instead of do this and that and make sure it's like this. It's like God also is like, I'm the creator and this is the plan and your purpose. It's like, yeah, but what if it doesn't feel right? And like, kind of energy. Okay? I don't fucking know what I'm trying to say. I just know that when my parents try to mold me into something, up until 18, that's fine. But afterwards, let me go! Figure my shit out. Thank you! No offense to my parents. Bless their hearts. And God, too. God must... We have child eternal. I know God is so annoyed with me because I question everything. And it's not for selfish reasons because I want to do things my way. It's because it has to make fucking sense. And if it's hindering or hurting or making me scared, that's not gonna work. What am I trying to say? Oh my gosh. Sometimes I feel like God is a narcissist trying to control some shit. And if you get out of line, you get off the path, the shepherd not doing his job, hurting the sheep, it makes him angry, or like he's losing control, or whatever the thing is. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, you guys. It looks like we need a blank slate on either shoulder. The devilish energy and the angel energy need a new narrative. The child eternal narrative. Just trying to figure it out like a detective. Okay. The child eternal and God benevolent. Releasing whatever you can. I don't know. I don't know how I'm helping. Child eternal light attributes: determination to remain young in body, mind, and spirit. Ability to see things with fresh eyes. Shadow attributes: inability to grow up and be responsible. Extreme dependency on others for physical security. Jesus teaches us to cleanse the slate, to clean the slate, to have a fresh start, to get rid of everything. Well, if you... I don't want to... Despotism, and cruelty. I remember when I was like felt like I was being forced to prove I'm worth a life, to prove I deserve to live. Like the energy, I don't know what to call this fucking character. I get so fucking, it's just so annoying. Like what to call some deity, I guess we'll say deity, whatever the fuck that even means. I'm seriously so sorry for cussing and being irritated, but like it's so annoying what I was put through. And I call him out. I was like, this is abuse. Like this angel or minion of God or Jesus or Satan or whatever, whoever the fuck they were, they were abusing me. Like forcing me to express my worth. You don't get to live until you prove you deserve it kind of energy. And I'm just like, fuck you! I don't care what you think. I'm a human, I'm here. Like, I'm not gonna go sit in a corner and die. Like, what do you want from me? Oh my gosh. Narcissistic energy just fucked up. And so when I called it out, I was like, this is abuse. And when I went through what I was going through, I was calm, collected, and direct. And I said, this is abuse. And guess what happened? They backed off. It's like I had to be like, yo, you're abusing me and your authority. And it's like, until they're put in their place, they get to just keep on fucking with you. It's like we're forced to fucking prove ourselves and the power that we have over self, which is, in a few years, hopefully sooner, I will respect and appreciate what I went through without being angry, but still clearly fucked me up in my connection to the God energy. It's like, fuck you, God. Fuck. And just because you have a little quarrel with God, it's like the same with your parents. You have a fight, you're not cast out to damnation forever just because you stood up for yourself. You know, you might be wrong, but it's like you'll get a chance to be like, I'm so sorry I said fuck you. Like, I've said fuck you to my mom a couple times, and it is instant regret. I'm just like, fuck. I'm so sorry, Mom. But, like, sometimes there's no other words. And, like, sometimes you just have to fucking... Fuck. I don't fucking know. I'm sorry, you guys. This is not for everybody. This is actually all me. Eh! Yeah. God feels like he's a little bit of a control freak and abusive sometimes. So... So I'm so sorry. Like, I believe God has benevolent side, possibly, you know, the one God that is all benevolent. It's like he needs to, for God to be all powerful, he's got to have this shadow attribute, but it has to be in check. And I just don't believe that, poof, God was in perfect form and never hurt a fly. I mean, it's like the energy had to evolve into where he never has hiccups or hurts a fly ever again, because he's gone through all the fabric of life and like to the point where he got it right, and then he could have like a fucking offspring. I don't fucking know. It gets so annoying. Just never ending. Who are we? Who's God? What are we supposed to do? It's just so like, can we just live our lives? Seriously. Have you guys ever seen Star Trek? Like the new ones, but the second one where they go to the... What happens is, Maximus, please. The girl who does the communications, she's got long black straight hair, dated Spock. Okay, so she's dating Spock, and she passes all the tests, and she goes to get on to the ship for some mission, and Spock's like, nope, you're on the other ship. And she's like, why? I passed with flying colors. I deserve to be on this Starfleet or Enterprise, Starship Enterprise. And he's like, well, you do qualify, but I don't want people to think I'm favoring you. And she's like, no, I qualify, period. It doesn't matter what you worrying about favoritism. Sometimes I feel like that's what God or Jesus does with me. They're like, well, we're gonna look like we're favoring you, so we gotta make sure you really deserve it. And it's just so annoying. So gross. It's disturbing. It's not okay. It's not actually fair. And everybody else can fucking just fuck off! I'm sorry. My God, I can't believe I might post this. It's just fucking... I'm just so tired of... I think what it is, I think it's my parents and my whole family. You know, both sides of my bloodlines, they crossed countries, continents to go preach the word. They're Christian missionaries. My mom grew up in Africa until she's like 17. It's like, so because my parents, my whole family, the whole fucking bloodline, till the fuck, who knows, all the way, has like put me in a position to like question everything. And so it's not even necessarily my beef with God. It's my beef with my family not allowing me to have the connection with God that I believe in. It's like I have to explain or defend. I don't. But when the closest people to you don't connect, and they kind of shun and they disagree and they think you are possessed or lost, it affects my ability to find peace within any human connection, because they are the people that I want to have the most peaceful connection with, and they are the ones that are supposed to fucking know the God connection, and they do as much as they can. My brother, he's my favorite person. He's my best friend. I have never had more chemistry with anybody in my entire life. But he's addicted to alcohol, cigarettes, food, debt. You know, he's got a kid, a mortgage, a career. Is like he got everything. He's attached to all the things that we're kind of taught to do. And so, you know, and like all my family, they have most of the attachments that we are taught to attach to, they pretty much all have mortgage, kids, debt, obesity. It's like the fucking things. And I sit here and I don't have any of that, and I'm an outcast. I was just following Jesus, cleansing my fucking slates, plural, I guess. Ugh. Release the Kraken. I don't fucking know, you guys. This is just terrible situation. It's like I don't know what to do with the fucking conundrum. Fuck. Release. Cleanse. Don't have any light or dark. Just exist like a monk, and you just sit there in perfect energy. That's not gonna work. Oh my god. I feel like, let's say, within 5 years, I'll have this all sorted out, and I'll have a message that I can gracefully deliver, the place, the backdrop, like all the things I said, and I'll actually have like a curriculum or an outline or a syllabus or like an addendum, like a whole series of things that I want to share in an orderly fashion and presenting and not screaming and cussing. That's the goal. Gotta fly. That's the goal. Let's get one more so I can just close this out. So sorry if I'm offending anybody. I'm just trying to figure it out. I watched a reader once who I really connected with, and she like scolded, I don't know, some of the audience, and was like, you belong to a different bloodline. You need to pray to the different ones, like over there. And how could she possibly be directing it at like actually me? But I felt like she was talking to me. It's like I wasn't allowed to attach to the messages she was saying because she had dark skin or something. I don't actually know what she meant, and if I was supposed to take it as a message that I shouldn't be watching her channel. But it's like, again, it's like, you don't belong. Go find another deity or God. It's like, that is just, what is wrong with people? I could, ugh. Fuck. My God. No, he's my God. Can everybody just love each other? And my dad is, never mind, I don't want to talk about my dad. He struggles loving all people. Which is so mind-baffling because he studies the word every day, but he has trouble loving all people. Make it make sense. I don't get it. I mean, we don't have to love all people, but we don't just discriminate because somebody has a skin difference or reproductive organs that are different. Oh my God, you guys don't know what I'm trying to say. So anyways, release something about God and having these two cleansed slates. And something about love. I mean, God has to be in secret. And, you know, he must know that I'm suffering this. I'm suffering from just trying to follow God, Jesus, love, the things, and how are you going to try to follow what you like obsessively believe in just to feel like this? To feel like God is a narcissist is fucked up. I can't. And so if God's somewhere wishing he could connect with me and explain it clearly, but he can't because he has to be in secret, it's like, it's so dumb. I'm so over it. Just say it. Just be it. Just do it. Can we just fucking... It gets so old. I'm gonna get one more. Close it out, because God knows I'm obsessively trying to, like, you know, gather all keys to all gates, like, respectfully. And not just be here, sitting here being a brat. Like, God is a narcissist. That's not it. My brother told me once that he thinks I'm a narcissist. I actually called him once and I was like, would you consider me a narcissist? Because I was dating somebody that was telling me I was a narcissist. And I was like, the one person that could vouch for me, my brother. And he was like, yeah, I'd consider you a little bit. And I don't want to cry. But I don't think he knows what the definition of a narcissist is. He must not, because it was so devastating. It's like my closest people don't get me. They think I'm actually, it's like God, it's like how I think God's a narcissist who's not. He can't possibly. The same way my brother thinks I am. And I'm not. I can't possibly. But yet, here we are, questioning the ones who are supposed to be the most benevolent and loving. benevolent, and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. Akashic Stargate, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. I know you can't really read that, but there is no wrong path unless you're intentionally using others for personal gain. You can't abuse people's free will. That is the no-no. And so, unless you're abusing someone, even animals, there is no wrong path. There's just ways of doing things that you learn you don't have to do. At a crossroads. Akashic Stargate. Aligned with purpose, no wrong path. So, that's what I have for you. Excuse me, something about a very clean slate. And then, releasing everything for this cleansed slate. And maybe God and the God connection can just be of pure love. No wrong path. Please forgive me for any offense. This very personal situation that I don't believe we should just, well, God said so. I think it should be understood. I think we deserve to understand why we have to do the things we do to be worthy, and not just be like, don't question God. If I were God, I would appreciate my child making me prove, not making me prove, but like, I would appreciate my child needing to know everything. And like a subconscious level, I have to know everything for my number one programming of the body to reproduce. I can't have a child unless I know everything that may or may not hurt them, so I can help them not get hurt. And so, turns out there's too much that can hurt them, and so I'm not going to have one. And by the time I figure out everything that could hurt them and how to prevent them from being hurt, then I realize, well, they have to learn it on their own. That's part of the magic and the mystery. And then I'm too old to have a child, and it's like, well, oh well. No, I don't know. There's more to that situation, and the tricky ways that the ones with the power allow evolution to continue. Just because I'm not having a baby doesn't mean they don't have ways to do some evolving. Fucked up. Anyways. Akashic Stargate, love, release, God, cleanse, slate, aligned with purpose, crossroads, no wrong path. Forgive me, Father, for we are sinners and we just want to not be sinners, and we love you. And I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. Until next time.